2018 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. 2018 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid review on. The RAV4 Hybrid provides great fuel economy with no significant downside. 3.5-star overall. If you're having trouble picking a compact crossover, we don't blame you. There's a ton of them. They're all pretty good, and they often even look alike. Among this group, the regular Toyota RAV4 doesn't stand out much. In general, we found rivals such as the Honda CR-V and Mazda CX-5 to be more refined, engaging and even luxurious. But the 2018 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid has something even those models lack: exceptional fuel economy. The higher fuel economy of the RAV4 Hybrid allows it to exit the shadows and draw attention to itself. That would be, perhaps not surprisingly, its fuel economy of 32 miles per gallon combined. None of its conventionally powered competitors can match that, and it doesn't come with an overly prohibitive price premium. When you consider that along with its standard safety tech, huge interior, surprising acceleration and yes, Toyota's reliability reputation, the RAV4 Hybrid becomes one of the must-drive vehicles in the segment. What's new? The Hybrid can now be hit in a new low base trim level, further lowering its point of entry. The SE also gains 0.4 inch of ground clearance. We would recommend a RAV4 Hybrid XLE. For about $2,000 over the it provides enough desirable equipment that will actually make a difference to you on the daily drive. You really don't need the SE's sportier suspension, and its simulated upholstery is not as appealing as the XLE's fabric. We also like that you can opt separately for the heated front seats with 8-way driver seat adjustment. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid is a 5-passenger compact crossover SUV powered by a gasoline-electric hybrid powertrain. It consists of a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine and 3 motor generators, one that powers various vehicle systems, one that powers the front wheels and one that powers the rear wheels, effectively creating a standard all-wheel drive system. Total system output is 194 horsepower. There are 4 trim levels: LE, XLE, SE and Limited. The regular RAV4's Adventure and Platinum trims are not available. The new for 2018 LE base trim comes standard with 17-inch alloy wheels, automatic headlights, heated mirrors, integrated blind spot mirrors, rear privacy glass, roof rails, keyless ignition and entry, a rear view camera, dual-zone automatic climate control, a height adjustable driver seat, and a 60/40 split folding and reclining secondary seat. Also standard is Toyota Safety Sense P forward collision warning with pedestrian detection and automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control and automatic high beams, a 6.1-inch touchscreen interface, Bluetooth, 1 USB port, and a 6-speaker sound system with a CD player, a media player interface and an auxiliary audio jack. The XLE adds fog lights, a sunroof, an upgraded rear-view camera, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and the Intune Audio Plus with connected navigation package that includes satellite radio, HD radio, Sirius free and a Scout GPS smartphone-based navigation system. Heated front seats with 8-power driver adjustment is optional. The SE adds sportier suspension tuning, 18-inch wheels, special exterior styling, blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert systems optional on XLE, automatic LED headlights, LED running lights and taillights, a height adjustable power liftgate, an 8-way power driver seat with lumbar adjustment, heated front seats and Softex vinyl upholstery. The Limited reverts to the XLE's styling and suspension tuning, but includes the SE's other upgrades. It further adds front and rear parking sensors, chrome exterior trim, driver seat memory functions, an auto-dimming mirror, and the Intune Premium Audio with integrated navigation and app suite optional on the XLE and SE that includes a 7-inch high-resolution touchscreen, a variety of smartphone apps and an integrated hard drive-based Toyota navigation system. A hands-free liftgate is a standalone option. An 11-speaker JBL audio system can be added to the Saiyan limited trim levels as either a standalone item or within an advanced technology package that also includes a bird's-eye view parking camera, and on the Say, the parking sensors and auto-dimming mirror. The XLE's hybrid convenience package adds blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert, parking sensors, the power liftgate, and in-tune premium audio with integrated navigation and app suite. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically comes in multiple versions, although trim levels share many aspects. The S in this review are based on our full test of the 2017 Toyota RAV4 Hybird XLE 2.5 liters inline-four hybrid, CVT automatic, AWD. 0. Driving. The RAV4 Hybrid offers sprightly accelerative performance, even beating the standard RAV4 in a drag race. It's also a decent handler, though it's a little wallowy in a set of switchbacks. The grabby mechanical brakes make it feel like you're just learning how to drive every time you use them. Acceleration. The instant torque provided by the battery and dual electric motors help the hybrid jump off the line quicker than the standard RAV4. Makes you wish that every compact crossover had a hybrid variant. 0 to 60 takes 8 seconds flat, quicker than any non-turbocharged rival. Braking. The brake pedal is long and mushy with little resistance. The handoff from regenerative to mechanical brakes is noticeable, making it hard to brake smoothly. Braking to a stop from 60 miles per hour took 123 feet, a few feet longer than average. Steering. Steering effort is a little heavier than normal for this class. The wheel isn't difficult to turn, however, and it's easy to turn into a parking spot. Out on the road, rivals from Ford, Honda and Mazda provide more engaging and confidence-inspiring steering. Handling. You wouldn't think a big, heavy crossover that tips the scales at nearly 4,000 pounds goes around corners well, but you'd be surprised. The RAV4 Hybrid is composed around sweeping corners at higher speeds. Tight corners and back-to-back transitions reveal ample body roll. Drivability. The hybrid pulls away from a stop under battery power, but there's a noticeable shudder and kicking when the engine fires to life mid-acceleration. Avoid driving in eco mode, it severely dulls throttle response. Sport mode keeps the engine revving higher, but responses are still sluggish at times. Off-road. The RAV4 Hybrid is technically all-wheel drive, but it relies on an electric motor for rear power and isn't a mechanical system like the regular RAV4S and lacks the locking center differential. It's not well suited to adventures off the beaten path. Comfort. The front seats are roomy and shaped well, but only the driver gets lumbar and height adjustment. The seats feel comfortable even on a long road trip, but road noise and wind noise are omnipresent. Ride quality is comfy but suffers when you opt for the Say trim. Seat comfort. Front seats are comfy enough, but there's no lumbar adjustment unless you upgrade to the Say, though its imitation leather isn't as comfy as the XLE's cloth. Only the driver's seat is height adjustable. Three-person seating in the back is challenging due to an oddly placed middle seatbelt anchor. Ride comfort. The Say's sporty suspension tuning improves handling but not enough to warrant the busier and harsher ride. Perhaps the extra suspension travel for 2018 will change this, but would probably stick with any of the other, more comfortable riding trim levels. Noise and vibration. There's not much engine noise at any speed unless you're really pushing the RAV4 Hybrid hard. There's a noticeable jolt when the gas engine kicks in after pulling away from a start under electric power. Wind and tire noise is overly intrusive while cruising on the highway. Others are much quieter. Climate control. The dual-zone climate control adeptly cools the interior on a hot day. There are no rear air vents. Toggle switches for the heated seats are hidden depending on viewing angle, so you have to remember to switch them off. Even on the low setting, they get nice and toasty. Interior. Entry and exit are easy, and most occupants will find the cabin quite roomy. The controls on the upper portion of the center console are easy to reach, but you might have difficulty finding some of the buttons and switches below. Outward visibility is excellent. Ease of use. The infotainment system features a nice mix between physical buttons and easy-to-press virtual ones. Eco and Sport buttons are out of the way, as are toggle switches for the heated front seats. The door's vertical-oriented grab handles mean the rear armrests are really just elbow rests. Getting and jetting out. A low step-in height and tall doors make for easy entry and exit in the front, except for drivers who like a raised seat. The steering wheel tilt is limited, and drivers may hit their knees on the column. Enter and exiting the rear is also easy due to the seat's lack of thigh padding and bolstering. Driving position. The driver's seat offers enough range of height adjustment, and the seat bottom angles up nicely. As in many other Toyotas, the steering wheel doesn't offer enough tilt or telescoping adjustment. Roominess. There's an abundance of head and legroom throughout the cabin. 4 6-footers will have no problem on a long road trip. Even the middle seat position has enough headroom for an adult. Side bolsters make the front seats a bit narrow. Visibility. The tall and wide windows allow for an expansive view out. There's a sizable window in the 3/4 view that compensates for the wide rear roof pillar. The rear window is also large. Overall, the RAV4 is impressively easy to see out of. Quality. The RAV4 looks and feels cheap compared to its top competitors. There's a ton of hard plastic throughout, and the utilitarian design doesn't help. Softex vinyl covers the seats in top 4 trims, but unlike other faux leathers, it's obviously vinyl and there's no option for real leather. Utility. Not only does the RAV4 Hybird offer one of the largest cargo areas in the class, its low lift-over height means you won't strain your back while loading heavy items. The liftgate doesn't open very high, however. Small, haphazardly placed storage cubbies aren't very useful. Small item storage. 2 different size cup holders are separated by the shifter. There are a couple of small, oddly shaped storage areas on the center stack, including a shallow, low-grip smartphone holder that isn't very good at holding smartphones. Not great for this family-friendly segment. Cargo space. The cargo area is wide and flat, with a low lift-over height. The maximum cargo volume of 35.6 cubic feet with the rear seats in place and 70.6 cubes with them folded is slightly less than what the regular RAV4 offers. But it's still larger than the cargo areas of almost every other non-hybrid. Child safety seat accommodation. The lower latch anchors are well concealed and far from the seatback. You really have to reach in and fish around to find them. The 3 seatback tethers can be accessed with the cargo cover in place, but these are also hidden under a thin cloth cover. Towing. Unlike the regular RAV4, towing isn't really an option with the Hybrid. It's one of the few sacrifices for going battery electric. Technology. The infotainment system is easy to navigate and use, but the graphics look rather dated, and it's impossible to see the screen in direct sunlight. All RAV4 models receive standard safety tech. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and multiple USB ports are not available. Audio and navigation. The standard touchscreen is easy to use. It has a relatively simple layout and menu structure, but it's not particularly attractive. The screen is small and resolution is fairly low. Optional 7-inch screen offers nominal improvement. Either washes out in direct sunlight. Smartphone integration. There's a single USB port in front and none in the back. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are notably absent. Instead, Toyota uses a smartphone integration system of its own design called Intune. You'll have to download the app, create an account, and pair your phone before it's ready to be used. Driver aids. Unique for the segment, the RAV4 comes standard with forward collision warning, automatic braking, lane keeping assist and adaptive cruise control. Blind spot warning is available on all but a. Adaptive cruise doesn't maintain speed downhill and the clarity of the standard rear view camera is poor. Voice control. Hitting the voice control button displays a list of phrases, and the recognition software also recognizes natural speech. It's not the best, with a lot of garbled translations before it hits the mark. Best to use Siri Eyes Free if you have an iPhone accessed by holding the phone disconnect button.